Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast. This is, what number are we on now, boys?
81
Number
and a half.
81 and a half. This is a special episode focusing on British independent wrestling, which you know is close to my heart and to the boys as well. So, we've all been busy this weekend. What have we been doing?
Well, we could talk about this weekend, but let's go in chronological order. I'll go back to the Rise Rumble. We got back from Poland. We were knackered at New Year's. I think it was the 3rd of January, and we were like, no, fuck it, we'll go to the Rise Rumble because Leonardo Darwin was on against Drew Park. So like that was the selling point. So we went. I'd never been to a Rise show before. I was actually really impressed. It was a very small venue. It was it's like a social club essentially, which is cool because you get cheap pints, cheap cans, whatever. But it was great. Ring was squashed in there. It was packed for the size of the venue. Really good. But we only went because Darwin and Drew were on, to be honest. And like, so first of all, we get in there.
Good enough reason to go.
We get in there and she says to me, we'll do the sweepstake. I said, oh, go on there. So we did the sweepstake. You'll never guess who we picked in the Rumble sweepstake first. Fucking Leonardo Darwin.
Darwin, yeah.
And even though he didn't win it, I was like, do you know what? I don't fucking care. That's great. So anyway, we went with me here and Gavin Aaron. And it was great. Like the main event that we were looking forward to was the Rumble itself, which was great. Interesting fact, it had Joe Rage, and never heard of Joe Rage before, but he's facing Bullet the next TNT, so it's the first time I've seen him. And he was actually he was actually quite good. No, he doesn't. I didn't take the Bullet flag or anything, so.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. So yeah, we had Joe Rage in there, Big F and Joe, Trent Seven was on. Yeah, the card was actually stacked. Shreddy was there. Fucking, I can't reel off the entire Rumble, but I mean, everyone was in it. The event started off. We had Miles and his dad against who were they against? I can't even remember who they were against. But Miles and his dad are great. Miles came and was basically
he's quality. He is.
He was Gordon Ramsay, and his dad was there in full naked barbecue gear and all that. Like, it was great. That was a great fun match. It was really stupid, actually. It fits with the vibe of some of the other shows the last few days. It was a mental, like, it's almost like a deathmatch version of just fucking crazy, goofy, fun wrestling, but with a deathmatch vibe. It was supposed to be Leonardo Darwin against Drew Parker, but for some reason, I can't remember the reason they gave, but it turned into a 4-way. So we had Big F and Joe join in and Trent Seven. And it was a fucking incredible match. It was really fucking good.
Sometimes you don't need a reason to make a otherwise good match a full way, did it?
And it was great because like Big F and Joe and Darwin are like best buds, and like they were like, oh yeah, we'll team up, and they were teaming up, and then just as Big F and Joe turned around, Darwin cracks him with a fucking super kick, and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean like he's he's brilliant. They're so good. It was a great match. Trent 7-1. I think we had Angel Hayes against Natalie Sykes. That was a very good match as well.
Oh, cool.
I'd never seen Angel Hayes until that Siren Fury show, but I was instantly a big fan. She's great.
I hadn't. Wait there. Keep talking. I'll be back in a minute.
And she just like I love that she doesn't shut up, and she's constantly berating the crowd with a really angry Glaswegian accent. She had Ben Rogers with her. He was like a muscle the side of the ring.
Nice.
So. Good to see him as well.
Where was this show, if you don't mind me asking? Just sorry to cut you off there. Like, where is Rise?
I can't even remember what the venue was called, but it was a social club in Leeds. It was really good.
Oh,
but they
Leeds,
do shows all over the place.
Sure.
Yeah, we had quite a long bit from Iceman. He's now reformed. He's a preacher. He's trying to protect his son from deathmatch wrestling. That's why he attacked him at the previous show, apparently. So he comes out in his in his kind of preacher gear and all that.
We should introduce him to Tate Mayfairs, because I think they would get along quite well then. No
comment. And so he come out with the book. We went through. We were all anyway. The Rumble went. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. It was very good. The Rumble was brilliant. We were all expecting Iceman Jack Harrop to win it because of all this hype around the recent Vice documentary and stuff, which is really good, by the way, if you haven't seen it. His dad kind of fucked him over a little bit in it, and yeah, there was so much that went on in that Rumble. Darwin didn't win it, unfortunately. But it got down to Brett Sentex and Franco Tate, and all of the crowd were full on Franco Tate just because of that whole Brett Sentex shite at the last Rise event. That was a bit controversial.
Yes, I remember
and Franco Tate won the fucking Rumble. We did not see that coming. We were all buzzing. We were made up. So he gets a title shot now. And yeah, no, it was really fucking good. There's a great post-show promo you should really look at. I'll tell you for 2 reasons. It follows on from Trent winning that match, so it's Trent 7, so it's going to be a good promo anyway. The second reason is that it's Trent 7 and Leonardo Darwin, so you should watch the promo. It's so fucking good. It's brilliant. The event was excellent. We were really, really fucking impressed with it, and we both said like we will 100% be going the next one they're doing Leeds again.
Yeah.
It was great.
When would that be? Have they announced it?
No, the next one's in Bishop Auckland. I think it's like next week or something.
Ah,
But
okay.
we're not going to be able to make that one. But I think that might actually be Iceman against Harrop. I'm not sure.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, we're good. The next one they do in Leeds, we would definitely be going because I really, really fucking enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to. It was a really real fun vibe.
It's
And
great
yeah,
when you can come across a promotion that you've either not been to before, but that there's so many of them in the UK that like I really want to check out, but obviously timing and cost and travel and all that's a consideration. But it's great when you like when I went to my first TNT show, it was just kind of like really like I got the vibe instantly, and that's why I really want to go back this year. So
there's so much out there. It's incredible. Like Rise
Yeah.
is definitely on my list of shows. I'm going to go to more of. I'm just
Yeah.
one other quick note at the end. Like Trent 7 is the nicest fella in the world because like afterwards, we were getting she bought my other half bought a colouring book, a deathmatch colouring book off Big F and Joe. So she was getting everyone to sign it, and she said to Trent, like we were just chatting away to him. I was asking him about his new thing and all that, and she was like, "Oh, can you sign this?" And he looked and he goes, "That's not me." And she looked like really embarrassed, and he goes, just
Aw.
hang on, wait there. And he went off, got one of his 8x10, signed it, and goes, yeah, you can have this, and just gave her. I was like, what a fucking dude, man, because he didn't need to go, and he sells them, for like a tenner each or whatever. So what a fucking man.
Oh,
It's that Black
poor
Country
guy.
hospitality, I think.
Oh, absolute legend. We were made up with that, and like everyone was really nice afterwards. Actually, we were talking to Darwin and Big F and Joe for a while afterwards. They mentioned they get a lot of their ideas from just watching Bottom together, to be honest, which makes sense, to be fair. So it was great. I cannot wait for the next fucking show they do because we're like within, that we can go to because it's going to be great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Great.
There was a bottom moment during Mystery Wrestling, we'll get to that, but where one of them was like banging the other on the ring and just looking around going, I was like, that is taken straight from Bottom. But that's amazing.
Well-
Speaking of like new promotions, I have fallen in love with two as of last year. North, which you all know about, absolutely love, and they've got a show coming up in Leeds as well in February.
Yeah.
And that is where, talking about Angel Hayes, that's where I ran to. I went to get this.
Oh,
Because I
cool.
saw her
Oh, nice.
live for the first time in North, and I was like, holy shit, she's amazing.
She's very good.
Angel Hayes, absolutely brilliant. The other one is Discovery Wrestling, which is up in Edinburgh usually. So if you're ever up there and get the chance to go, it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's like you said, there's so much out there. But
There is some of the talent out there is incredible. I mean, like as you guys know, I go to a lot of Infinite shows now. Infinite was supposed to have a show next week. This week, this Thursday, like 2 days. No, hang on, it's Thursday today. It's supposed to be today,
yeah,
but it's been pushed. It's been pushed back because of the Hooters, name
They're
change,
renovating, aren't they, or
refurb,
something?
whatever. Yeah. And so that's been pushed back for a few weeks, but really looking forward to that. The card looks excellent. So obviously we'll talk about that near the time.
I was looking at that earlier. I mean, we'll talk about it maybe in like 2 weeks, but yeah, like fucking Oberman and Tate, it looks like going to be great
it's
fun.
nuts, isn't it?
Like
When they
FTM
announced,
and the Young Guns as well. Like, I mean, come
Tate's
on.
still alive if he stops calling out deathmatch wrestlers on Twitter. And what's the latest one? Poking at MJF?
He was. I'd like to think that was inspired by me because I remember once we were talking at a show, maybe I don't know, I can't remember exactly where we were, but I was talking about how he needs to just call out MJF because it's just something that I've always wanted to see them in the ring, just having a go at each other. But then he actually said that. He pointed out how when MJF was first over here, he put him up like in his house for a bit, and well, the rest is up to the imagination. But it's crazy, you wouldn't think of all people that MJF would be staying with on his first UK tour would be Tate, but
explains a lot about why MJF's the way he is. If he lived with Tate Mayfair's,
well, it could be explained why Tate's the way he is, to be honest, as well.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, MJF is a dickhead, but my God, in that match, he would be the likable one. If you want to get cheered again, MJF, get in the ring with Tate Mayfair's. Tate would make him cry.
I couldn't believe it when that match was announced, to be honest. Tate at Hooters,
Yeah.
I was like, yes, let's fucking go. This one addition to what was already a stack card. Oh, sorry, Tim Strange and B.A. Rose were also in that Rumble at Rise. It was
wicked.
It was
in
a
the deathmatch tournament.
It was a full on, yeah, it was a full on stacked rumble. If you look at I've missed so many people off. I'm sorry, but like that rumble was just like it was stacked. It was a very good card. Sorry, don't want to wind back there, but it was, yeah.
Well, in
So
the
it's-
interest of going in chronological order, why don't we move on to a show that I went to? Obviously, this is all well and good. We've heard about Rise, Discovery, Infinite, North, all fantastic promotions, but one which is really kind of getting a bit of traction. 'Cause I had come across last year, and they're going from strength to strength. Is Pro Wrestling Eve, which for many people they associate as one of Will Ospreay's projects, yeah, which is and it's clear to see the influence that he has because the style of wrestling is always fantastic. So I went to the first show of the year, which was the 9th of January, so the weekend after the Rise one, which was just a show dedicated to their annual tournament, which they call the She One. And just for the benefit of anyone who doesn't know, Eve is an all women's promotion. And it is, and it's some of the best shows that I went to last year were Eve shows, and they always run a show like usually on like the first Friday of every month at the Big Penny Social, and this year they've got their biggest show ever, which is at the Indigo 2 on International Women's Day, which I'm really looking forward to. The card is shaping up really nicely.
I think we've all got our tickets for that, have we?
I think so,
we are.
yeah.
We have
Everyone
indeed.
has,
Yeah, we will all be there. Yeah, we all love an Eve show.
Yeah, for sure. Were you, Lucy? You were watching this one on.
I was watching. Yeah,
you were watching
couldn't
it
get there
live.
in person, but I've never missed one. I don't think ever since I first discovered it. The
They're
very first show I
always-
went to was the one I went to with you. We both went to, Dan.
Oh yeah.
We had the best time, and I don't think either of us have missed at least watching it since.
No. I mean, I haven't been to every single one since then, but I've been to like this is probably like my 5th or 6th that I've been to, and they never disappoint. But this one was really to sort of determine who was going to be in the main event of the Queendom show at the O2, at the Indigo 2 rather, and so really the whole match was just tournament matches. So we started off with like a qualifying match, which was assistant Abby Cartwright, who is Nina Samuel's personal assistant. She was up against a mystery opponent, but that would essentially determine who got the final spot in the quarterfinals, which then you had the 4 quarters, the 2 semis, and the final throughout this whole show. So her opponent was revealed to be Debbie Keitel, who was making her Eve return after being in Japan for a while, which she got a really good reception.
Yeah,
and I'd never
she's been
seen
away
her
for
live
about
before.
A year, I think she's been away for about a year. She's been wrestling for Diana, I think, in Japan, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think so. But I'd never seen her
Princess.
live.
Hmm?
Was it Princess?
No, sorry.
Princess. No, Andy, not that one. No, this is Pro Wrestling Diana. It's a company in Japan, and the stipulation, Abby did announce though that if she won, she wasn't keeping the spot in the tournament. She was going to.
Well, if she got to the final or something like that,
yeah, she was going to give it to Nina Samuels. Well, not a very good present, was it, Abby?
Well, I think this match was pretty quick. It only lasted about 11 seconds. So Debbie won, but then immediately, like the quarterfinal took place, and it was against her old tag team partner, Anita Vaughn. And this was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
The cheeky grin she gave before Anita turned and slammed it would have made Jack Perry proud.
Yeah. Well, for those who don't know, Anita is a heel in Eve, and she's really good at it. Like it's not often you see it. Usually she's with like Sapphire Reed as like hyperactive, and she's they're just like the pure baby faces like everywhere they go.
She's a heel in life.
I mean,
because she doesn't like AEW. That's why she's a heel in life.
Oh yeah, okay. Excuse me, Andy. We could have a little chat about people not like an AEW.
I don't not like AEW. It's just not hitting for me at the moment. But the way she
your tweener
looked down at my Outrunners t-shirt at the last show.
Not the Outrunners.
Heel
God.
in life. Yeah, exactly.
No, I think if you look down at the Outrunners, then there's something wrong with you.
Especially in the presence of Andy. It's like dissing Brandon Cutler or Alex Windsor to me.
It's like if you insult Bandido in front of me, then we're going to be having words. But
I'll point out as well, each of these matches had a 10-minute time limit, so there was a real sense of urgency to them.
Yeah, they had a lot to get through. Like we knew we were getting at least 7 matches
shorter
on the
time
card.
limits. Yeah.
Well, they had a lot to get through. I mean, I think they were sort of backed into a corner, I think, just with scheduling and stuff like that. It's normally, they did do a few qualifiers up to this point, but Yeah, like the 10-minute time limit sort of was like lent itself well, especially for these first two matches. So Anita won. Anita beat Debbie
Nice
to
Tiger
progress to
Driver
the
too.
semis. But then the next one, which was Sky Smithson, who's one of my favorite indie wrestlers like ever. Like I think she's just fantastic. Was against Emi Sakura,
Yes.
who was over from AEW, and this one was really fucking hard hitting. Like they were like chopping each other like to no end. It was wicked.
And
Like
biting.
and
Bit of biting
yeah.
going on from my beloved
The,
Emi Sakura.
the ref was a bit lenient with that one, I'll be honest. But yeah.
At least Sky
but
made it to the ring for this one. She didn't make it to the ring for the last She What.
no, that's true.
There was shenanigans, but
That's
she was
true.
there
So
this time.
there's a bit of redemption there.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. Like I mean, I can't remember like absolutely like every intricate detail, but the next one
I do
was
remember Emmy trying to do little punches to Sky's abs. Like
yeah,
a sledgehammer wouldn't scratch those things, and she's just there
that's
going,
true.
And Sky Smithson's like,
Carry on,
check yourself, girl.
carry
It's
on.
absolutely amazing.
No,
Love
it was
that one.
it was very good, and there was a nice show of respect afterwards, and which was left, you know, not present necessarily for the next quarterfinal, which was Alexis Falcon, you know, riding her Yorkshire coattails to the ring against Session Moth, to the point where we never got to hear the end to the entrance music. Like she battered her
attacked
before.
The
I know.
outrage in the crowd
Honestly,
for
such
that. You could
disgrace.
feel it. Session
Yeah.
had her light up trainers on and were ready to go.
I know.
And then Alexis Falcon, she's got more nicknames than bloody Sesh has kids. Bloody Wicked Witch. She's yeah, bad lass.
She lives up
With
to
Alexis.
she's the perfect Disney villain, like a Disney like evil Disney villain. I'd say. I think that is.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she loves Disney. I see it on her Instagram all the time. So
There was
she wouldn't mind me
magic in the
saying
match
it.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, there was a little bit of Disney magic because what like Alexis was absolutely battering Sesh. She managed to get a few little hits in, but all she could keep doing was kicking out because, you know.
I know.
But well, actually, go on, carry on. I'm jumping ahead a little bit there.
No, I was just going to say, like, it was
For
very
later
much
on.
one-sided affair, but the Session Moth was able to use her crafty, Mothica
Yeah.
sort of ways to,
that
you know,
backslide
sneak a wee
pin.
in. The backslide pin, yeah, that's. And
Just
so
then
Session
after-
Moth, to the shock of everybody, I think, got through to the semis.
Yeah, but after the match, Alexis
yeah.
attacked her after the bell and hit her off with her head like
Yeah.
3 times or something, was it?
Yeah,
And
so
Sesh just went totally dead weight there to basically drag her to the back.
yeah, it was pretty much that. Like, so she was not going to be 100% going into her semi-final, which, you know, in all seriousness, I think like that, you know, was the case for the next one, which was meant to be Molly Spartan and Sapphire Reed, and Sapphire came out.
I'm sorry, Dan.
What?
You've missed
What
something.
have I missed? What have I missed?
There was a burlesque show to the song PJ and Duncan's "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
Oh,
happened.
honestly, like, I mean, this is going to sound really like awful, but I'd gone to the toilet and the bar. Like, it sounds awful. I mean, she was wearing a Newcastle jersey, so I was immediately sort of like, nah,
I was
not for me.
transported right back to Biker Grove. Well, all right. Well,
me
I
off
was
then.
watching. Yeah, I'll let you off. Okay, we'll do the
Okay.
matches then.
But like, you know, in all seriousness, like, I mean, things go wrong at wrestling shows, and when it does go wrong, obviously, you know, it's a testament to like the hardworking people at these shows who like and the crew and everything, the medics and everything like that. Because Sapphire Reed and Molly Spartan was the next quarterfinal. Sapphire was really pumped up. She came out, you know, she was like really amped up for it, and you know, it looks like we were in for like a really hard hitting affair. But I think she went straight for a drop kick as soon as the bell rung, and you could see it like really knocked her for 6. And the referee immediately was just like, he threw up the X sign and said, "No, we have to stop this match." So yeah, Saf really took a shiner, unfortunately. So Molly progressed like by default, but Saf had to be sort of really tentatively like helped to the back, and so it was really worrying. Like there was just like a silence in the arena, and like we had to just sort of wait for an update. Normally at the interval, when some of the wrestlers come out with like their merch and stuff like that, they didn't do that this time around, because I think that a lot of people were genuinely quite worried that Saf had really sort of like hurt herself. But like Dan, the boss man, came out during the interview and actually said, no, she's okay. She knows where she is. She's just, you know, not sort of fully like 100% there at the moment, but she's doing okay, which was, really relieving to hear. And like that again, just wanted to shout out like how professional they all were and how timely they all like intervened and everything like that, because it's really important. Like it doesn't get like no one likes it when things go wrong like at a show and when people get hurt like for real, but like and kudos to Saf for like again just putting her body on the line like that, because it's scary when that happens. So obviously most importantly she's okay, and I'm looking forward to seeing her at Progress this weekend.
Yeah.
So
Oh yes, there's that coming up, isn't there?
yeah. But then, I mean, I'll just whiz through like the rest of the like there was the semis and the finals. That was all that was left, and another burlesque show. So yeah, we went straight to Anita and Sky, which was again, they still had the 10-minute time limits as well. So which for semis and like a final match doesn't always feel like you almost want them to breathe a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, it was a hard hitting affair, and like Anita got the win, which was probably shenanigans, you could argue, but it was a good match, like a good 5-minute sprint, and then Session Moth was still hurting from the previous one when Molly Spartan come out, she wasted no time in actually like letting Session Moth like have more of what Alexis was giving her, but again
but this was where the Disney magic happened, because Sesh has been like dropped on her neck. She was on the concrete floor. Look, I've gone blurry. I'm so excited talking about my beloved Session Moth. But Molly Spartan, she made the mistake of letting Sesh make it to her natural habitat.
Yeah, she had the what was
the
it?
Bar.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was at the bar, wasn't it?
She was at the bar. It's usually her home turf. I think she smelled a beer or something, because after that, she just gave Sesh a second win. She was like up. They put like smelling salts under ladies' nose when they used to like faint in the old days on like their fainting couch. That's Session Moth Martina. There was a beer nearby, and I think she was like, "What's that? Beer?"
It was a full pint as well.
She was up and ready. That was it. It was all over.
Yeah, but then again, like there was no.
Yeah.
She got the benefit of no rest, so she was immediately thrust straight into the final with Anita. So it was Session Moth and Anita to determine who would go to face the champion at Wrestle Queendom. And again, this was even quicker. Like this was like 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes perhaps. And like, again, Anita was just like beating the shit out of her, and Session through like the crowd was like firmly behind her. Like actually it was really loud, and they were like hitting the walls and everything like that. And Session just snuck her way in. She's just like beat 3 of like the top people in Eve like in one night. So that's fucking incredible. And then like so she at present, it could change between now and then, but she's set to face the champion Riho at Wrestle Queendom for the Eve title. So she is now the new ace of Eve.
Can't wait. What a couple of months Session Moth Martina's had.
Absolutely.
Ring of Honor appearance. Now she's main eventing the biggest women's wrestling show in Europe. Just seeing her on my TV with like a trophy in one hand, a tinny in the other, dancing around, surrounded by fans that love her. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to take the roof off for her.
It's incredible, right, really, you just want, hopefully it's a springboard to bigger and better things. I mean, if for a start, if you're AEW, give her a fucking entrance, please. Don't give her a generic entrance again. Give her a proper one.
If you can fucking pay for like a prayer for Grado, you can pay for every time we touch for Sesh.
Exactly, like I'm fucking.
It's like you can pay for Free From Desire for man like the Reese as well. Like, come on, like that's not as expensive as like a prayer.
I just don't understand that. Yeah, you missed like what is a huge part of these guys' characters, like Session Moth's character. It makes her like what it's what stands her out, and like obviously she's got the biggest match of her career coming up in a week or so when she faces Leonardo Darwin, who told her to stay in the kitchen. So I'm really excited for that match. Should be a good.
I don't think that's an insult. Get in the kitchen, that's where the food is. Fucking hell, that's probably where she's got her beer.
That's
Darwin.
She should have said that in reply to Darwin. Actually, I'm in the fridge.
I'm in the fridge with my tinnies, ready when you are, Darwin.
That's what Tate Mayfairs was getting her to do in Riot Cabaret a lot, and she was quite happy to oblige. But like, she's a changed woman now that Tate is dead. he got shot, didn't he? But
By MJF,
so,
we think now.
well, he doesn't have does he have an alibi? I'm not sure he does. He was in London that weekend.
I still think it was JBL.
He fucking accused me at one point. He thinks it's everybody.
I think it was JBL, Mr. Blobby, or it might have even been
it might have even been Pete Dunne, because a coincidence that Tate got taken Tate got taken out and Pete Dunne just happened to return to Riot Cabaret that night.
What if they are the same person and he was reincarnated
Mr.
as
Blobby
Pete Dunne?
and Pete Dunne?
Well, could be. I don't know. Don't see much of Pete Dunne these days, do you?
You never see them together.
I mean, he's got used to wearing costume, hasn't he? So he
like
could pull off Mr. Blobby, to be fair.
The list of people that would want to shoot Tate Mayfairs is just people that have met him. You're not narrowing it down by motive. It could be literally anyone.
I'm not signing a petition like Aaron, but I don't want to shoot the guy. I think he's fucking brilliant.
No?
No, I don't want to.
Yourself.
He's a fucking legend.
He's one of the best British talents that there is going.
He's the greatest current champion in wrestling. Full stop.
He's the greatest cut something. Yeah.
But should we move on? Because we keep attacking. We keep attacking Tate Mayfairs here. Oh no, Lucy does. So speaking of attack,
shagged me, mum.
Speaking of attack, I'm going to let that one slide. Speaking of attack, Andy, you went to Attack Hoodie Weather 3 a few days ago.
It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I was watching it on
Tell
stream.
us about
it. Looked amazing.
Yeah,
the vibe looked amazing to start with.
It was great. I mean, I think we started off with the scramble. We had
the 24/7 title or something.
Yeah, for the 24/7 title, Nino Bryant was the champion. He retained in the end. But we had Cecil Nix, we had Junior Benito, who I'd never seen before, and he was incredible. The whole clap the cheeks thing is fucking genius. I need to see him clap everybody's cheeks.
Yeah,
going forward,
he's very good.
Christara was excellent. Ravy Davey, I've never seen Ravy Davey before, but suddenly I was a huge fan of Ravy Davey. He's brilliant.
He's a discovery sometimes. He's amazing.
He spent half the match with his pants around his ankles to the point. This is what I mean by the vibe, like the same vibe, because one of them had pulled his pants down, so his pants around his ankles, and then they did an Irish whip. And instead of running to ropes, he's just shuffling because his feet are in his. And he stayed like that for ages, like he could hardly move. And we had Shane Hook in. Shane Hook's brilliant. I've seen him a few times. He's better every time I've seen him. He's improved so much in the last 12 months or so. It was a great match
compared to another Hook that we know. But anyway,
no comments. It was a great match. Really good. It was a really good match. It's a great way to start a show. The 24/7 title is great because the attack shows we've been in the past, you'll usually find someone will randomly attack someone like in the middle of another match to win a title, which did actually happen. We have we then had Danny Jones, Stu Grayson, Mr. Kratos himself, former Dark Order. It was a great match. Two hard hitting guys. Danny Jones is a monster.
He's a big dude as well, isn't he?
Yeah, they beat the shit out of each other. It was fucking excellent. Then we had Subculture, which was great. Against Love at First Fight, which it was a great match. Subculture, fantastic. I love Mark Andrews. He's excellent. It was great to see Flash Morgan Webster back.
Yeah, I was going to say,
it's great to see him back after some of the stuff he's been through and the time he's taken out on that. They're excellent. I hope they go on a run somewhere as a team. Someone should book them as a team for a really good run because they're excellent. It was a great match. Rain Leverkusen's excellent. We know that. We're going to see her in a couple of weeks at TNT. Harrison Bennett's brilliant. They work well together. It was great. And then we went on to one of the matches I was most excited for, just because I'm a big Evil Uno fan, even though a lot of people forget actually how good he is when he's in the ring. And it was him against Matt Gatlin, former Elijah. And it was a really good fucking match. And Elijah, Matt Gatlin, robbed Evil Uno's mask at one point, which is an absolute disgrace.
Is that not a disqualification in Attack?
No, it wasn't, no.
Okay, it doesn't follow lucha rules then.
No, thieving's allowed, apparently.
Yeah, you're allowed to. You're
allowed to have a gimmick, they'll just have your stuff.
He robbed his mask, left him in the ring, like maskless, with a towel over his head. Someone had thrown a towel or is it a t-shirt? Can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. And eventually someone passed him back a mask. He threw the mask on, and like it's one of them. I could see it happening because he was loosening his mask as the match was going on. I was like, what's he fucking doing? But whatever. It was good. It worked really well. We had Conor Mills, James Ellis. James Ellis is one of my favourite wrestlers on the independent scene. Full stop. He's excellent.
He's really coming into his own now. I think he's improving a lot.
He literally just models himself on Ric Flair. His entire moveset is fucking Ric Flair. His whole fucking Swansea thing works so well in Cardiff, as you know, it does. Like there's a difference in the accents. There's a huge difference in the two accents, and like, he's very menacing with it, very kind of like an angry, kind of petulant little shit. Like whatever. He's trying to. I mean, he does the Ric Flair turnbuckle flip in every match I've seen him in now. So you know. Yeah, that's it. And, you know, figure four leg lock. He goes through the whole fucking thing. Conor Mills, we know Conor Mills. Conor Mills is excellent. Conor Mills never has a bad match. Conor Mills does whatever you want him to do. He's brilliant. Conor Mills actually beat him, which I was surprised seeing, on Attack Home. But then Conor Mills has been there before. We had a tag team title match, which was the Freshners against KPK. I didn't know much about KPK. The Freshners, I'd only seen Martin Steers before. Mm-hmm. I think he's the Ballymum Monster, I think he calls himself. That really, really fun match. Not as fun as the match they had the next day, but it was a really, really fun match.
No.
But those guys are great. Like Martin Steers, just like the slightest knock and he's screaming like a small child. But he can go as well. Like he really can fucking go. And then the main event, which we were all really looking forward to, Kanji beat LJ Cleary, and it was a decent match. It was it wasn't the best I've seen of either, but it was a good match. Kanji got the win clean, and then Danny Luna comes out to confront her and sets up a title match at the next. Which, you know, it's great. It's great for her to do this on this weekend because, you know, there was a company that she's kind of contracted to were doing their TV debut, and for some reason didn't choose to fucking use it. So whatever. I mean, like, if I'm TNA, I have Danny Luna on the fucking debut show, but whatever. Got to see her there. She come out, challenged Kanji, and that's what we've got the next one. I also forgot to mention after the subculture match, we had we had who's facing Simon Miller in Progress?
Oh, Josh Holly.
Mind's gone. Josh Holly came out. Josh Holly came out with a big dude. I don't know who the fuck the big dude is, and
Mulligan?
He beat. I don't know who he was.
Does he have long hair? He's about 6'8". He
was like a big bodybuilder dude, and he had a fucking fake judge's wig on. And he beat the shit out of Mark Andrews. Holly said basically, you know, we've got the anniversary show. We're going to do a courtroom brawl, a tables match. No idea what a courtroom brawl is, but I bought tickets anyway because it sounds good. And because he's accused Mark Andrews of being a bully, being a bully in the back of the locker. So that's the crime he's charged with.
If he's seen Mark Andrews in Riot Cabaret, then there's reason to believe that's true because he is a bully in Riot Cab. Just ask Nico Angelo. But
he was on commentary the first Mystery Wrestling show, which we're not going to be covering because they're not airing that one yet. But yeah, he was on commentary. Uno, I didn't check to see if Uno looked menaced. Maybe he was.
I've probably missed a lot out of that match there. In fact, what I did, there was a 24/7 title switch in between all that.
Cecil Ninks won, didn't he? Beat Nino
that's
Bryan.
Right, yeah.
Like afterwards or something.
Yeah. He pinned him after the first one, and then he got pinned again then by.
But that might not have been that might have been at Mystery.
Yeah, he had it.
I think Cecil Ninks went into Mystery. I remember seeing him walk into Mystery with the belt, and they defended it
because he was
there
fighting.
And then.
He was wrestling Ellis, wasn't he?
Something like that.
That's right. Yeah. He lost it after that, didn't he? Yeah.
Okay. And then
the whole weekend's a blur for me. But yeah, I've probably missed a lot out there. I am sorry if I have, but the show was fantastic. It's brilliant. I love Attack. It's
put it this way. Andy has sold me on Attack because as of tomorrow, I am going to buy my tickets for the anniversary show in Cardiff in March because
you'll love it,
it's
mate.
my first time going, and I'm really excited. So shout out to Mark Andrews for the shows he's been putting on.
And Paul London is going to be there. So,
and Paul London is going to be there.
And as I told all you guys after that last show we went to back in August when Paul London was on, he was the one I came away from being, holy fuck, that guy's amazing. And I was never really a big Paul London fan, but like I was turned in a day. So I was not going to miss that. So Yeah, Mark Andrews and Mart as well. The guy I met at Riot.
Yeah, it was
Really
Riot.
nice
It was
fella.
Riot Cab. Yeah,
He's the announcer. He does a fucking damn good job as well.
he's a good announcer.
Yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Shout out.
Oh.
But
what happened after though? Wasn't there another match announced right after?
There was
Cara Noir.
Holy fuck! Yeah, sorry, that was it. That was earlier on. What the fuck? That was earlier on.
Earlier in the night.
It was announced
sorry.
earlier on. Yeah, we had Tommy Brill came out and just to do a speaking bit, and he was like, "Look, you know, I'm going to pick out my. You guys have all been wondering who I'm going to face at the anniversary. Well, you know, I wanted to, and it was great because at that point, he goes, "You guys, do you want me to tell you? Essentially, do you want me to tell you who it is?" And Mel just shouted, "Bullets!" And like everyone around us like were just pissing themselves laughing. It was great, and but it wasn't Bullet. And then he says, you know, I want to prove that ballet is wrestling. And then the crowd were chanting, and he goes, you know, I don't even need to mention it, you know it was. And then that's when they essentially said, yeah, Cara Noir against Tommy Frill at the anniversary show, which is reason number 5, 6, whatever, to go to the Attack anniversary show, because it's going to be class.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I'd set a target of checking out at least one new indie this year, and it's at present it's going to be Attack. There might be more, who knows? But yeah, you've sold me on that. And Kanji and Danny Luna is going to be fantastic as well. Like
it's just fun. It's just a fun show, you know. There's no, it's just stupid fun, whatever, you know.
That's what it always should be. That's what wrestling should be. Keep wrestling silly and stupid and hilarious.
When Simon Miller says goofy wrestling for life, I always just assume he's talking about Attack, to be honest. So.
I was wearing that T-shirt on the first Mystery Wrestling Day while you guys were getting ready for Attack. Goofy wrestling for life. Yeah, the whole vibe looked amazing watching it from home. Well, at the Travel Lodge, but we'd been at the first Mystery Wrestling show that day. Can't say too much about it because it won't have aired. It was a bonus show. Won't have aired by the time this goes out. Just trust me, you have to watch it. If you don't watch anything else, watch the 3 Stages of Hell match. Absolutely incredible. I won't give too much away about it, but it was absolutely phenomenal. Can't say enough good about it. But the next day we can talk about, because that went out live, I think, didn't it?
It was. This was the one I was watching this on YouTube.
That's the one you're watching, right? Andy and I were both there. Bit of advice, do not sit near the commentary table if you go to a Mystery Wrestling show, because I spent a good 50% of it pissing myself laughing at whatever Evil Uno and Simon Miller were saying behind me.
Can I just say, like, as a viewer, like on like the stream, like the banter they have is fantastic. Like Simon Miller just has such a way of speaking, like in real time, like to a reaction show. Like so few people have the like that level of like, you know, just innate reaction ability.
He's got a new show come out, hasn't he? Simon Miller. He's doing a talk show. He is.
He could do
anything.
An
interview show. Yeah,
he could do absolutely anything.
Seen the clips of that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. The spirit of RJ City will live on. I mean, RJ's not dead, but his spirit is. So no, but Simon Miller is picking up the gauntlet.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very good. Like the commentary made me like want to tune in like more, like just from as soon as it went live. So as a result, like I've now subscribed to Mystery Wrestling on Patreon and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's well worth it everywhere. But as you were both there, give me the give everyone the full rundown of the card and everything.
What was the first match then? Was the first match?
It was because they always start with the. They all have the hoods and stuff like that.
Druid hoods. It was a 4-way. It was.
Before we crack on.
Oh, go on.
Before we crack on, the show before, I used my detective skills to work out who was going to be on the next show the day after, because Evil Uno hit went for a brain buster, and he shouted "Brain Buster," and he goes, "This one's for Lycos." But as he said "Brain Buster," I went, "Shut up, Lycos!" And some little kid in front of me turned around, he goes, "That's not Lycos." I was like, "All right, fucking hell."
Well, no, but
sorry.
You still shout. I've shouted it at Kenny Omega.
He might be. He was wearing a mask. How would he know?
Yeah.
But
no, it was. So that was where I was like, let's see.
And
so
he
anyway,
told me that, and I called him a liar. I said, "No, I'll be at RevPro." That's what I know about anything.
We'll go on to the the initial 4.
Yeah, the initial 4, because they always start, don't they? They always start with the druids. They have them anonymous, then they reveal them. That's always the first match, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, typically, it
course.
has been in the last couple of
It
shows.
was, it was Cleary, James Stone, Danny Jones, and Junior Benito again. Who is
That was it.
I had to go and get a 8x10 after him because he was amazing.
It was.
Like,
He was really good.
I think he's only really, really young as well, but keep an eye on it. To lean into that to a gimmick so much when you've got something that works, absolutely fucking lean into it. The entire crowd.
It was great. Like, he literally, as soon as anyone was bent over some ropes, the crowd just start getting excited.
Yeah.
And then he does
But-
the old,
Yeah, he just
like,
leans
looking
in,
up.
doesn't
Oh,
he?
yes.
Shall I?
That was great.
Like, yeah.
And I like, what I loved in that match as well was, like, when LJ Cleary was pretending he wanted to be everyone's best mate at the start. And then he turns around to Junior Benito and he goes, oh, I can't wait to get my cheeks clapped.
Yeah.
God, he's so relatable. Love it. Yeah, and Benito won as well. I think that was the right choice because the crowd, and I'm giving a little bit away about day one, but the crowd that were there the day before were already absolutely in love with Benito. We were so behind him. Anyone beating him would have rioted. We were like, no, we're keeping him. They're lucky. Uno, you're lucky we let you take him back. Because I think the crowd just absolutely embraced Benito. Can't wait to see him again.
It was a really good match. They all played really well into that. It was a good combination.
It was. But then we had
And again,
Falls. Oh, go on.
as I was going to say, and again, Danny Jones was excellent. The
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
a monster.
Yeah.
Falls counts anywhere.
But no, Falls count.
No, it Falls
somewhere.
counts
Somewhere. Yes.
Somewhere.
That was it.
Nobody knows, other than the ref, nobody knows.
The referee was the star of the match for me. He was brilliant. He was so fucking good.
It was
Top
the
Dog and
amazing
Sasquatch. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
the-
I think, did you have to go into quarantine, Sasquatch? I will say, though, Simon Miller, because I'm sure he watches, because why wouldn't he? I asked him before, said, because he's wrestled Sasquatch before, Mr. Wrestling. I said, come on, you can tell me who's in the suit. I'm not telling you. I said, go on, I won't tell anybody. No. He said, it's a genuine secret. If I told you, they wouldn't let me come back. So you wouldn't tell me. You refused.
It's
so
Kevin
I'll
Nash, isn't it?
choose to, I choose
Isn't it
to
Kevin Nash
assume.
watch or something?
Yeah.
Kevin Nash Squatch. Yeah.
It's the big show. Tuck, he's getting his reps in.
Okay.
Oh,
But yeah.
God, no.
It was,
Sasquatch
yeah,
can
they
work.
wouldn't tell.
Yeah, he moved a lot better than Hook. It was it. No,
But yeah.
it was great. The referee though was the
was
star
very
for me in that
funny.
match. He was
Walnut.
so
It's when
good.
they were going up the ramp. It's when they were going up like
And he
the
shouted,
entranceway.
warmer, colder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
And
then
then
it
it
was
was
like,
on the bar,
yeah.
wasn't it?
and they're out the ring, and he goes, what? Nope, it's not that
Yeah.
one.
Just the crowd, somebody in the crowd, they started shouting, the bar. And then I think it was Top Dog just looked up and went, the bar. And just the whole crowd, hooray. And
Yeah, see-
I do
couldn't
I do-
see.
I do wonder if they have. Now we couldn't see it. I do wonder if they have if they have the spot ready before, or they just come up with it on the fly. Because like they seem to go to the bar after the crowd started chanting the bar, go to the bar. Like
The
if
bartenders
anyone-
like on the camera, they looked, bless their hearts, like they were just there like what have we got ourselves into? They're
I
just
do
waiting.
feel though, if any of them had ever met any Welsh person before, they could predict that they would want the bar. But yeah, finally, the spot was in fact on the bar. Yeah, they found it, and didn't Sasquatch smack his head off the top of the bar?
Yeah,
Almost
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's like-
I was like, no, he's endangered. There's only one of him left. This is why you're nearly extinct, Sasquatch is.
That's why he needs John Lithgow and his family to look after him.
I was looking for Attenborough. It's like, is he in the audience? This guy? No.
About
See,
three
that was
people will get
amazing.
there.
He lost. That was amazing. Then we had the most insane tag team match.
I know.
It was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Because that's
That
how
was so
Mr.
good.
Wrestling.
This was
from
incredible.
Funny to bloody hell.
I know. It's like then you remember,
It
oh
was.
shit, yeah, this can be serious as well. Like you can be goofy, but also like you can actually put on like a fucking
It wa-
awesome 10-15 minute match.
It was class. This was an absolute fucking clinic. It was
And I
brilliant.
didn't realize this as well. This was the first time apparently that the two teams had faced each other in like
Yeah,
the same ring.
I
Whether
read
it was
that
just
afterwards,
attack
yeah.
or
I
mystery or
didn't
whatever
know.
it was, but I didn't realize that because I've seen them at so many different shows, but I didn't
Yeah.
realize that this was the
Should we
first
tell people
time.
who the teams were?
That would probably help.
Andy, go on.
The Outrunners. No, it was
Fucking hell.
like us, Jim. So my detective skills were correct. My Phoenix Wright, that everything I've learned from playing Phoenix Wright games over the years, paid off in the fact that I predicted it was like us. And Subculture, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. It was excellent. It was an incredible match.
Yeah, two teams, stalwarts of the BritWres scene. Apparently, this is the first time they'd actually faced each other in a tag team match, which is weird when you consider that both Mark Andrews and Lycos Jim were on the random AEW Dark that they did in Manchester as well. Like, so
Yeah,
I was like,
on
oh
the same,
Christ,
on the same team, yeah.
Yeah, the same team as well. They got over that quickly, but yeah, this was fantastic.
It was class.
Absolutely
I really hope Lycos Jim are on the 15th anniversary card. Look, I'm not as bad as Dale, but I love watching Lycos Jim.
Yeah, I think the tragedy for me is I think it's become clear that Lycos 2 retweeted this. I posted it, and it's that Lycos Jim and Subculture are comedy geniuses tragically trapped in the body of excellent wrestlers, because you could see that they were just having the time and they just got more and more into it. And I think that was something that ran throughout the night. Every person in that ring looked like they were having so much fun. And that feeds into the vibe of the crowd as well. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, that was a brilliant match.
They really did, and the next match is just even more of that with the James Ellis against Cecil Nix. It was
the world of sports entertainment. Now, nobody,
it
maybe
was supposed
Andy
to be.
Know.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like it was supposed to be rounds as well, like to the point where they
kind of
until the referee forgot what round it was.
Yeah.
Well, it's the fake referee, wasn't it?
That's fine. We had a match the day before where it was luchador rules. They didn't need to tag, but I don't think anybody told the tag teams because I spent the whole time tagging.
It's with this one. This match probably had more turns in a match that I think I've ever seen before.
T-shirt.
They kept changing the shirts, didn't they?
Oh,
and double T-shirt swerve. It was incredible.
It was great, and with James Ellis again, I don't want to praise him too much because he's a heel, but he was incredible again with his playing up to this kind of world of sport rules, and he's like kicking off because Cecil Nix didn't understand what the rules were. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you?" And he's like, "I don't know, I haven't got a fucking clue."
Cecil Nix is a fucking genius. I'm convinced.
He's very good. He's really good.
He's got a nice F5 actually. I don't know if any of you saw that. He's got, the guy can move, but and then it wasn't just one match because wasn't Cecil Nix the champion, the 24/7 attack champion at this point?
Yes.
So
but then they had a couple of there was a couple of matches, wasn't there?
They took his bees away to start with, which I think was bloody shady. They didn't let him have his bees.
And then we during the match,
ran out.
During the match we had Freshness come out, the two of them, to help James Ellis. Only then, for some reason, they took the shirts off and they had Nick's shirts on, so they were on his side. And then one of them took his shirt off, and he turned on the other one, and he was really on Ellis's side. And
then the ref took his shirt off.
The referee one was
put the ref shirt on.
The referee one was the best one. That was so fucking good. And
it was.
It just turned the match turned from actually sticking to rounds and trying to be semi-serious to being an absolute shit show, to the point where the fake referee, the guy who decided the referee, forgot what round it was, and but
then Cecil Nix left. Came back in an Evil Uno match, punched somebody, got disqualified, took his mask off, and the ref was like, "You cannot be disqualified for interfering in your own match." Then didn't somebody take the title off him? And another match started, and at this point the crowd actually started chanting, "What is going on?"
Was it not the Freshness lad?
I lost count because somebody else ended up with it.
I'd lost count by this point.
I think it was Martin Steers, wasn't it?
Well, Martin Steers won the title, I think, and then he beat Mark Andrews.
Martin Steers beat James Ellis. Then
he defended it against Mark Andrews.
He did. Then he beat Mark. Yeah, he beat Mark Andrews. Then
that's what I thought was the case.
It was.
It was just a bit of chaos.
It was great. I'd highly recommend that to anyone.
I was dying by the end. You know when your cheeks hurt from laughing so much. That was what it was.
That was me. I mean, just to hark back and not to disrupt it, but at the Riot Cabaret show, Forbidden Door weekend, was when it was James Ellis, incidentally, and Tate Mayfair's in the Wedding from Hell match or whatever it was. But then Simon Miller was the referee, but then he decided to get involved, and then Tate pulled out a table with a Pepperami logo draped across it. Honestly, I think I was laughing for about 15 minutes straight.
Yeah. I started laughing when Simon Miller said "tatey poo," and I didn't stop until the whole thing was finished. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But then
It-
we went on to another title match.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Pro
yeah,
Wrestling
this one.
Eve
This was it.
Championship was on the line.
This was a mad one because, like, again, using my detective skills, I knew Rio was going to be in this match.
Andy, tell
I
them.
just looked at the evidence. She was in the pub before the match, before the event. So
Cutting
clearly,
edge reporting.
all of these things were pointing to one thing. She was going to be there, and yeah, she was. She had 3 titles, I think, and she said, "Take your pick." And before that, they were introduced as Kristara was missing a cat, and then so Rio was introduced as Rio, who hates cats and loves dogs. So
Oh, yeah.
the whole match just descended into dogs versus cats. It was brilliant.
Yeah. At one point, there was a guinea pigs chant.
Well,
Oh, yeah, the whole crowd instantly split. It was like, I've never seen anything divide a
There-
crowd so quickly. Because Team Cat.
there was a great moment when they'd it kind of quietened down a bit. They got started to wrestle a little bit more. Oh, sorry, this is after she decided that I want the Eve title. Then. So they were wrestling for the Eve title. They'd gone back and forth, but Rio would actually look like she'd cracked the jaw at some point properly. And she was out the ring a minute. She's just holding the jaw, and she was right in front of us. And it was one of the moments when the crowd goes completely quiet, and then Mel just went meow. And Rio just fucking bit. She cracked and she was like, oh, yeah. And then she went, right, that's it. And then someone randomly shouted dash uns, and she goes, yeah, let's go. And fucking just dived in the ring and just carried on.
But then Kristara started meowing as well. I didn't realise it was Mel that had done it. She started doing it when she was Rio. She was going, meow, meow.
She did that first one, but it was just one of the moments when you everyone goes quiet just as you say it. And then, so Rio had this look on her face like she's like, fuck off. Like, it was great. It was really good.
At one point, Rio did actually crack, managed to get a laugh out of her, which is it was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. That Kristara is one to watch.
It was great. There was, really good match. But the next match was probably my favourite for comedy and for just genius because Genius Money is an absolute legend. I love having recently watched his year in review video, which is amazing. Like, it's the best year in review video anyone's ever done. This was great. Psycho Mike, Detective Gene Money. Oh no, not Detective Gene Money.
No,
Psycho Mike against someone else who's also psychic.
Yeah, he is.
What's in the
He is, but he can't figure out who shot Tate. And so Tate's paying him all this money.
Use his fucking psychic powers, man.
I know. It's like, well, what are you doing, Gene?
Yeah,
you
but
can figure this out.
they weren't very fucking good. Because he wrote something in an envelope and it got changed.
Oh, it was so it was so clever what he did, because he said he's going to predict the finish, and he's going to put it in an envelope, and someone else will read out at the end. So he did this, and I'm thinking, like, look, it's just going to be Ainsley Lariat or something, whatever. He's going to win with the finish, and he's wrote down what it is. But the way they did that, like, it was so fucking good to the point where, as the woman in the crowd was reading it out from the envelope, it was literally in sync with everything that was happening in the ring, in terms of she wrote, Gene Money gets distracted, and he was distracted because she was reading it out, and he's watching as she's reading out. Then it was Psycho Mike hits him with, I think, was it a low blow? I think.
Yeah, and then a body slam.
Everything was just perfectly synced to what the two guys in the ring were doing. It was great, and the low blow moonsault is just fucking incredible every time I see that. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's lovely to see some of the old wrestling traditions come back, like working a body part for a whole match. In this point, it was the dick. They worked the dick.
They're just they're taking influence from Richard Holiday. He's
work a body part that then helps
move.
your finishing move. And in Gene Money's case, he worked the dick and balls. And the fact that every time Psycho Mike shouted, "Who wants to see a body slam?" he got distracted, and at the end, finally he got it out. But because he'd been punched in the dick so much, what we got was, "Who wants to see a body?"
It was great.
It's so good.
That match, with everything towards the way it ended, was very much like a stand-up set for me, in that they laid it all out at the beginning, and then they kind of did a lot of other things with the payoff at the end that referenced everything that they'd done right at the beginning of the thing. It was so clever, so well done. Brilliant. Two of them were excellent. Really, really good match.
Absolutely brilliant. I love Psycho Mike. He's such a piece of shit, but it's a medical condition. Like, well, we don't judge, but he's such a piece of shit.
And the main event was just like a really good fucking wrestling match. It was excellent.
It's like you got like the full circle moment when you have like your laughs and your the banter and like a bit of like goofiness before you actually end it on a high and realize actually that even though there's been like all this comedy and stuff, like people actually have turned up and actually can be really entertained by bell to bell action, because it was Stu Grayson was the champion.
Yeah, and Stu Gayson's got this gimmick going where he hates the whole comedy stuff. He's not really a fan of any of this. He wants people to be more serious. And he's so good with the way he does it as well, in that like he's talking as he's wrestling to himself, like, and he's like kind of, you know, making little comments about them, like, oh, okay, you want to do that, then let's go. And he's brilliant at it, like, and it just adds to that kind of immersion of the whole thing. He's brilliant. It's like there's a lot of other people I would have rather seen not still in AEW than him, because he's excellent. He should. I would love to him to have still been in AEW, because the guy can put on a match.
He can work. He can go as well. Yeah.
It's great. And look, he's against Carnoir, who's fucking incredible. So I think
amazing.
I can't remember the exact amount of time, but it's the first time Carnoir has been back to attack since the terrible fucking injury he had, which is over. I think it's over. I think it's is it 3 years? It's close to
during
3
the
years.
pandemic. I'm pretty sure.
And we thought he wasn't coming back at all.
Which
is gutting, because Cara Noir's in like my top 3 indie wrestlers in the world.
He's phenomenal. He really
incredible.
is so good. He
when he came out, if you can hear someone on the stream when Cara Noir comes out, somebody shouting "Bloody hell!" That's me.
See, what I would advise everyone to do is to not sit where I sit usually at Attack, because unfortunately you can see the entrance and you can see through this, like, kind of, you can just make out things. So like I could see I could see all the you know,
the feathers and stuff. Yeah,
because going through it, it's Cara Noir, like.
No, I could. One of the best bits for me was just waiting for who came out. I was like, shit.
I know.
There was people like Lycos, Rio. We had we had somebody big the day before. I can't say who that is, but you know,
they do on camera. I will say this: they do it really. They shoot it really well. I think I said this when I was watching it live, like to you guys. I said they do shoot it really, really well, and the lighting in the venue like really lends itself well to the whole like the whole show itself. Like
I like the venue.
Yeah.
It's really really good.
But I like
it's a 2-person team. I think it's like they have the hard cam and then they have 2 people like all going around, and it's perfect. It's just such a simple setup, and the announcement, like the announcing, was really comes across well. Like it's all mixed really really well, and the but like the entrances you mentioned about how it's always a surprise. Like that's part of the whole appeal of the show. And then when they have the camera guy waiting, whoever comes out, you literally just take a breath. You're like, oh my god, who's it going to be? It's like they do it just that split second before they come out, and then sometimes you're waiting like 4 or 5 seconds, and it's like you just get that anticipation, and you get like the immediate buzz of who comes through the curtain, and it's really hats off. I really enjoyed it.
It was fantastic. I won't miss a UK show that they do ever. And I even managed to get, I was in such a strop because they didn't have them on the first day. And I thought I'd missed out, but turns out they're only selling them on the second day. There were only 10 of these printed posters. 10 signed by Evil Uno. I was also cheeky and I got Simon Miller to sign it for me as well.
Well done.
So I managed to get it. And I also want to show off my Mystery Wrestling t-shirt with the TARDIS.
It wouldn't be a Group Chat Wrestling podcast episode if Lucy didn't show the t-shirt.
Premiering a new ensemble, which I think they sold out of as well. As usual, I think they underestimated how much merch UK fans want. But it was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, had a fantastic weekend. Do not miss a Mystery Wrestling show. Everything
I shan't. If they come, I did see
Attack show, man. They're brilliant.
Definitely.
I did see that Mystery announced that they will be back in the UK at some point. Hopefully it's the same sort of way, because for me it's only like a couple of hours to get to Cardiff.
Scotland
so.
For me, please.
He was very vague. Yeah, I mean, he basically said, look, he said we will be coming back to Cardiff, but we're going to be going somewhere else next. And he also said, would you go somewhere that is not in the UK but close? So like, maybe they're going to do
maybe somewhere in Europe or Ireland or something, you know.
Ireland was my first one.
When you look at AEW, have been talking about branching out as well, going to different. I wonder if they'll start doing something like, you know, like how everyone goes to wherever Mania is. I
Well,
wonder
like,
if they'll do
Yeah.
something like
because
that.
it's in London this year again for All In, so obviously they'll make it like a whole thing. They'll do an attack show like the week, like that week, I assume, but they'll
They
also
always do
do
a
like
ceasefire.
Riot Cabaret, Ceasefire,
Rev Pro,
Progress will do one
Progress.
afterwards, and Rev
God.
Pro will be obviously doing Wembley the night before Wembley Arena, that is before Wembley
Yeah,
Stadium.
Rev
And
Pro will just
Eve will be
Rev,
there, but
Rev Pro will just be trying to double book other companies,
mm,
as usual.
yeah.
So
Well, at least it's one night
But at
this
least they
time
won't do
around,
it
and
till the
not
last
two.
minute.
At least it's one night and not two
Uh,
this time around.
yeah, it's a lot better. There
They'll
was
enjoy it
talk that
this
they're
time.
going to have the Eve show on this in the same venue, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, at
Maybe
the
earlier in the day. Yeah,
oh
the Rev
yeah, I
Pro
did
one.
see that. I don't think they've announced the shows as far as that. I think we'll probably know more by Queendom. I imagine
Oh,
they'll announce
yeah,
something.
that was just a rumor knocking around. I
Yeah.
can't remember who told us that.
But
Probably somebody shouldn't have told us.
incidentally, like Eve have got the Multiverse Rumble coming up on the 6th of February, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I was
So
going to
that's
say, what else is
Rio
coming up?
versus Nightshade is the only match announced so far. And that's for the Eve title. The winner of that will be going up against Session Moth in the main event of
Yeah.
Queendom. But they are also doing a show at their usual venue, the Big Penny Social, in London, in like Walthamstow, 2 nights before Queendom as well. So they're doing. It's called Women Behaving Badly, and then Wrestle Queendom is 2 days later. So if you are going to make a weekend of it in London, then just go to both. I'm going to try and go to both if I can. It's so yeah, that's as much as I know so far, but I don't think
Well,
they've announced anything past that at the
I'll
moment.
have to have a look into it. I am going to be heading to North, hopefully. They've got 2 shows coming up. They've got one in
They got one
Newcastle
in Newcastle,
and one in
and then they got
Leeds.
one in
Yeah.
Leeds. Yeah,
Newcastle,
it's like
all
within
roads.
2 weeks of it. Well, within the same,
Yeah,
within a week of each other.
definitely
Yeah.
going to do the Newcastle one. All roads lead north. We've got an open challenge. Sorry, Blood Fight Mountain Open Challenge. That's
Yes.
Clint Margera and Trent Seven.
Yeah.
Who are absolutely amazing. But the one I'm most excited for, that one is Natalie Sykes. Is
Molly Spartan.
facing Molly Spartan. Who
Yeah.
shout out
Yes.
from Mike, who absolutely loves Molly Spartan.
Yeah.
So
That looks
that's-
class. That does. It's on Triller Plus as well. North is now.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be
So-
there for that one. I won't be able to go to the Leeds one, which is a bit of a shame.
The
but
Leeds
I'll
one looks
definitely-
amazing. It's got Rio versus Trent Seven, and like, I never knew I wanted to see that match until I saw that announced. And I'm gutted. I'm not going to be able to
Manders
make
they've
it.
got as well. Yeah, they've got
They got
one called
they got
on it.
Cowboy Way, Manders, and Thomas Shire.
Judas Gray, Gene Money, which
Yeah.
I'm calling it now, so I look clever when it happens. Judas Gray is like the next big breakout star.
Judas Gray is brilliant.
Yeah.
He's class.
Yeah,
I
I still love that match. You're probably going to say the match with
the Darwin promo. Yeah.
Yeah, when he
Well, the
when
promo,
no, when-
but also the match as well. It's
the
wicked.
the match though,
Yeah.
when we were all like calling him a cunt, and he's like, "But why?" He's looking at me, why? He goes, "He's the heel." Like
I know. I know.
the
I
blue
felt
eye
so bad
baby
for him.
face.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like it's there's lots of good shows coming up, but one I really want to sort of give a bit of just a quick spotlight to, if it's okay with you guys, is just one that's taking place on Sunday. So by the time this goes out, it will be 24 hours away. But it's Progress for their first show of the year, in Darkest Night, chapter 189, which is crazy considering how many like how many shows they've done. And but yeah, this one's on Sunday, and we've got. There's a lot of tournaments going on, and this is 3 tournament matches. As you know, last year we got the announcement that they're doing the first ever women's Super Strong Style this year, alongside the men's. So we have 3 matches, 2 women's, 1 men's in the first round. So we've got Kid Lycos 2 against Jay Joshua, which should be fucking excellent. Like, considering I fucking love Jay Joshua, I think he's excellent.
Brilliant, isn't he?
And yeah, Lycos 2 can just he's just just such an underrated talent, I think. But in the women's one, we've got essentially two tag teams going at it in separate singles matches. So we've got The Experience and Hyperactive. So we've got Sky Smithson against Anita Vaughan, which is an Eve rematch from earlier this month, and then LA Taylor against Sapphire Reed. So it's like you're getting your money's worth already just by those 3 matches alone. But also, you got singles match, you got Big Damo against Spike Trivet. Spike Trivet, I've not seen in Progress for some time, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think he's excellent. And Damo is, I've seen him a few times, not not for a while, mind, but he's he and was it Axel Tischer as Sanity will be in the Manchester show going up against fucking the Young Guns. Like, fuck me,
Yeah,
that looks good.
We haven't mentioned the one thing. We'll let you finish this. The one thing we promised we would talk
about.
We'll get
to that. I know what you're going to say. Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right.
But then, like, alongside that, like that's great in itself. But then you got like 4 fucking title matches on the same card. You got like Diamond Eyes, Nico Angelo and Connor Mills. We talked about him earlier against Gene Money again with his twin brother or his brother Cougar with Session Moth. I fucking they're one of the highlights of every Progress show for me. Gene Money and Session Moth Club. Definitely. They're just so good. And the Atlas title, Saxon Huxley against Axel Tischer, which should be a real like fucking beefy, hard-hitting match. And then we mentioned Rain Leverkusen. She's the women's champion. She's going up against Alexis Falcon, which is a match I'm really looking forward to. But the main one is we mentioned Man Like DeReese and how he has probably, along with Session Moth, probably the best entrance in all of BritWres. He's the current Progress men's champion. But he's going up against a man who's been eyeing him up since we saw him when he won the title back in August, which is Cara Noir, who's now fully on the dark side. He's fully like embraced like the dark side now.
Royal Black
He's
Swan.
been playing mind games with Man Like DeReese for many months now, and now it's fully coming full circle. So this should be this should be incredible. Like, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm hoping I'm going to be there. I need to just check a few things and hopefully I can make it. If not, I'll be watching on Triller, not missing it, because this Progress card looks really good. So if you are going to be there and I do turn up, then come and say hi, because it's been I haven't been to a show since November. Unfortunately, I missed the Christmas one, the unboxing one, which looked pretty good, looked pretty fun. Robbie X was there, and I was like, how the fuck did I miss that? Yeah. I know, and Driller Maloney as well.
It was fucking nuts, man.
Yeah. But
while you're on Progress as well, the Manchester show also has a tournament match lined up.
It does,
and it looks like Lana Austin against Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah.
What a way to start the show.
Amazing.
I know. Yeah,
the new indie god Shotzi.
And then the one that's taking place the week, like a few days before that, is what we mentioned earlier: Simon Miller and Josh Holly. That's also in the men's Super Strong Style first round. So they've been feuding for quite a while. And have they? I haven't seen the brackets for like the full tournament yet. I can't find them anywhere.
I don't think they're out yet. These are qualifiers, aren't they, at the moment?
No. So the first round, like they've.
Is it? Sorry, I thought they were qualifiers.
I could be wrong. I mean, I really hope I'm.
Joe, the only reason I thought that is because there's been a few qualifiers in different promotions as well. Maybe this this is actually when it starts. Then
it's weird because the tournament's not till May. Like the final, like the show, like they do like the 2 days back to back, where it's like they do like the full quarterfinals.
They're doing the women's as well,
and the women's.
So they've got double the matches.
That probably makes sense then, because they got 32 people.
Yeah.
Then that probably makes sense.
Because I did see Kanji's in a qualifier as well, isn't she? But over in Germany.
Yes.
So there's a few. There was someone else in Italy somewhere as well in a qualifier that I'd seen. So like there's quite a few. There's spreading it quite. Oh, and sorry, we also had Billy Starks against. Oh, my God, my mind's gone blank.
Yes, that was in the GCW show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh God, who was it? She used to be in TNA.
Was it? Wasn't Harley Hudson? Was it?
No.
Oh, Harley Hudson. I'm trying to think who used to be in TNA. Giselle?
Sorry, we're defying the cardinal rule of live recording. We're just like searching the internet whilst the cameras rolling.
Giselle Shaw.
Giselle Shaw.
That's
what
it was. Yeah.
There you go.
That's. I think that's
in GCW.
By the looks of it. Yeah. No, it was Defy. I think.
Defy. Yeah. Well, they've got some agreement there.
Destiny. So. Yeah, it's not till April the 26th actually. But that's Super Strong Style 16, so it's quite a way away before we actually get to. So maybe they haven't done the brackets yet. I mean, there's probably something to look at after this.
Yeah. Well, either way, they're going global, and but Progress, they're always great fun to watch live. Like I think they're really sort of turning a corner now, and I'm looking forward to it. But one other one that we're all either going to or going to be watching is TNT. Now, we won't run down the card for this
No.
show taking place next weekend. We will be doing
No, because I've been on for an hour and I'm hungry. So
yeah.
my
Well,
house
that,
might
there's
burn
that. But
down.
also, we're going to be next Tuesday at 7:30. We're going to be doing barbed wire and running down the card in full, I should say. God, I'm hungry too. I can
Barbed
tell.
Wire is the TNT pre-show that we
it's the
run.
official-
The link goes up on Facebook
It'll be on Facebook and
and
Twitter
YouTube.
and
and
YouTube.
YouTube. 7:30 Tuesday.
Yeah.
And Ian Skinner is banned from the chat.
No.
Because he
We haven't
deliberately
agreed
tries to make me laugh on camera.
We haven't agreed on this.
No.
Like as I'm sure Dan's just about to say, that we had a great announcement this week for the Ignition event. It was originally supposed to be Dean Allmark against Critchy for the title. Dean Allmark unfortunately cannot compete, and we were all wondering, well, I wonder who they're going to get. You know, maybe someone comes from the Rumble or something, and then out of the blue they just dropped Luke fucking Jacobs.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
At least we get an announcement, because I don't think any of us were prepared for when they didn't announce him the last time, and he and Emerson Jane had that death
And then he
match.
fell off the balcony. I can't do that again. I need to know
I was
now.
screaming. I was screaming in the delivery room.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
I was
So
clinging to Gar. I was like, I can't. I'm dying. I need to know in future.
We will no doubt talk more about this on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But right now, my house is going to burn down because I have chicken in the oven.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
probably
in there the
nothing
whole
left
time,
now.
Andy.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be burnt to a crisp. It's just going to be ash.
I'm getting a Chinese takeaway.
It's
So.
going to be like
Good
that
stuff.
turkey from Christmas Vacation.
Well, until then, thank you again for tuning in. It's good to be back. Like I've missed doing this. It's been I've had a few months off, as you know.
I missed having someone sensible to talk to, Dan.
Oh well, don't get
Still
too
missing
comfortable
it.
because don't get too comfortable
Okay.
because my sensible takes won't last forever. But
All right.
no, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, if by the end of this you get to get the urge to check out a couple of indie shows, then please do, and let us know. If you do see us there, then come and say hi. We're always up for a chat and a beer and whatever else, or a Diet Coke if you're Lucy. But yeah,
Cook in a cuddle.
yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. It's been an hour well spent.
Yeah, and
All right,
remember. No, everyone just remember, taintness is greatness, and Darwin is a darling.
He's a darling.
Can we go now, please? I'm going to be Brett. I'm going to sign us off and do a I won't do the accent. Goodbye and good night. Boop. Bye.